Despite not a great deal of action in my personal life last year, I finished up the year feeling pretty overwhelmed and frankly not really knowing whether I was on the right track in life anymore. I decided in 2021 I needed a way forward that was not going to further overwhelm me. I needed a simple, gentle life transformation. Enter minimalism. So minimalism first snatched my attention a few years ago when I watched the Netflix documentary, The Minimalists, and it is a movement that has been gaining traction ever since. The principal equation is less stuff equals less overwhelm, more clarity, and more time to pursue the things that really matter in life. And all of these minimalists, they just seem so happy and clear-minded. So I decided, I'm gonna do it. I am going to go minimalist. But how minimalist? I hear you ask. Well, I'm glad you asked. I'm gonna reduce my belongings to 100 items or less. So I started to think about the steps towards becoming minimalist, and they seemed pretty straightforward. The first step was to remove all of my stuff from my cupboards, drawers, boxes to make it visible. Then, from those piles, I had to reduce them into two categories: keep or chuck. Seems pretty simple, right? It wasn't. I am competent. I am a go-getter. And I'm a natural minimalist. Oh God. In the first couple of days, I ended up having to create a third pile called the maybe pile, also referred to as the procrastination pile. I also didn't factor in going on a slow, meandering journey down memory lane or reflecting on what stuff said about me. I'm gonna go through this box of my toiletries mascara that I've kept for far too long. I'm gonna keep that. A lot of my toiletries, a lot of my makeup is for characters and not for me, which says a lot about me as a person. I don't want to be me. I got this the other day. ASMR. Can you hear that? That's my foot shavings. It's very calming, isn't it? Very serene. It was hard at first, but once I started, I just started picking up steam. And I tried to give away and sell as much of my stuff as possible. Okay, so I didn't manage to reduce it to 100 items, but I did manage to reduce it by a pretty sizable amount. Some things I couldn't let go of were my notebooks and journals, a bag for toiletries and makeup, a box of books and a pile for immediate reading, cat stuff, clothing, wigs and costumes, and my filmmaking gear and equipment. If I'm being honest, I was actually a little bit disappointed with my efforts. It was uncomfortable for me to witness just how attached I was to my stuff. The big thing that I took away, or chose to take away from this, is that the reducing your stuff part of minimalism is only one aspect of what it is. At its core, it's about being more intentional in your life. Minimalism is not only a design principle, it's also a philosophy and a system that can potentially help us to lead better lives, or at the very least, a less overwhelming one. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you at any point decide to try out minimalism, or if you already have and it's gone terribly wrong, then please let me know so I can feel better about myself. Have a tolerable week. Bye.
Got to feeling healthy for another year, though today has ended.